Hello, welcome to Relevant History. Today I guess I'm going to have to talk about Mesopotamia. Why am I talking about this? Well, because it's in the title. Okay, I didn't expect to make a video about Mesopotamia. I'm not even recording in my usual place. I even miss my ancient Egyptian crown. And don't even get me started with how limited I am to technology. Come on, you outdated computer from the 80s. I know you're at least 20 years old, but I know you could still connect to the internet. But that doesn't matter. The point is that I'm going to be talking about ancient Mesopotamia, starting right now. When speaking of Mesopotamia, I'm not talking of one civilization. Mesopotamia actually refers to an area of land in present-day Iraq between two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates. And because this place was an abundant place to live, people began to settle there. But the first people to build cities there were the Sumerians around 2700 BC. They were able to build city-states thanks to the large amount of food that they produced because of irrigation. And these city-states are considered by many historians as the first civilizations, although some historians disagree. Each city-state had a temple or a ziggurat run by a priest as shown in this picture. Ziggurats actually look a lot like pyramids if you put them side by side. The only difference was that ziggurats had a flat top, and priests usually ran these places. Probably because the rivers in Mesopotamia were unpredictable and many times were violent, occasionally flooding and destroying cities. Definitely not the same as Egypt's Nile River. Well, you know what's more important about the Sumerians? What they invented. The Sumerians invented things that are so basic, but yet they're very important, such as the wheel. We use the wheel every day. We use them for cars, planes, skateboards. They also created their own writing system, which was used in the temples, mainly for keeping records or for business purposes. Okay, enough of the Sumerians. Now let's jump forward into the year 1750 BC. A new nation called Babylonia was starting under the rule of King Hammurabi. This nation or kingdom was located where the Sumerians used to be. King Hammurabi is best known for his code of law, which was sometimes harsh. If not harsh, very harsh. This is where the idea of an eye for an eye actually began. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what these laws of Hammurabi were, here's a few examples. If anyone finds a runaway slave, male or female, they could bring them back to the master and they're gonna get a reward. That's not too bad. Colonial societies did this. Now look at the second one. If anyone is committing a robbery and is caught, then he shall be put to death. That's pretty harsh, if you ask me. The third one is kind of hard to explain, so I'm gonna skip it. If an adopted son tells his adopted parents that he is not their actual son, as a form of an insult, his tongue shall be cut off. Whoa. If a son strike his father, his hands shall be hewn off. I actually don't know what hewn means, but by the way it's worded, I don't think it's something good. Okay, I'm just gonna say this one more. If a man knocked out the teeth of his equal, his teeth shall be knocked out. Talk about an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Man, these laws are just... These are like the best laws ever. This is real life law and order here, man. So these laws kept Babylonia alive for at least 300 more years. That was until people to the north in the city of Assur, shown right here, began to rise. Eventually these people were gonna cause the downfall of Babylonia, thanks to their military advantages, especially one, the horse. These people were the Assyrians, and they did not play games. They were able to conquer lands even outside of Mesopotamia, such as northern Egypt. They were able to do this mainly because the horse, just like I mentioned, but also because they had harsh military tactics, such as mass deportations and even torturing. Well, the Assyrian Empire only lasted until 700 BC, when the Chaldean people, which were in the northern Persian Gulf, began to rebel against the Assyrians and eventually began to supersede them. And that is as far as I'm gonna get on my lesson of Mesopotamia. Oh, except for the part that Alexander the Great also took over Mesopotamia in 332 BC, just like Egypt and Greece. I think this is probably the shortest video I'm ever gonna make. But wait, if you still want to learn more about the civilizations of Mesopotamia, or just want to review what I just mentioned in my lesson, you could go to my website at relevanthistoryonline.com and maybe see some of my other pages that I've made. There are some pages such as Egypt page or the Greece page. In the meantime, I'll continue working so I can make more videos. Until then, I'll see you all later. Oh, and thanks for watching, I can't forget to say that, okay, just end the video.